Hello everybody, welcome back to Paradise Killer. I'm all moved into my new place, so I should finally be able to get going on this fucking game. Get a couple, bang a couple out a day at least. I'm gonna try to. I am still really enjoying it, but you know, the long breaks on an investigative game, it's not the best. But now I'm here, I'm settled in a bit. I don't have my internet yet. Also why I'm playing this a lot probably today. Hybrid internet here, that's pretty cool. I've never had that. But yeah, it is a new setup. It's all the same stuff I've been using before, but you know, when you move everything around, so the audio levels are off or I sound a bit weird. Episode I did do tests and it sounded fine, but you know, sometimes, like, one of the most frustrating things about recording these is, you know, you do all your tests and then, like, you're just drowned out by some background noise or something like that that you can't, like, prepare for. It's not that, like, what I say is especially important if you can't hear me, but it's really annoying to have someone, like, going in the background while stuff is happening. So, like, if I was just totally mute during those things, I actually wouldn't mind that too much. That would still be, you know, uploadable. But if it's both just like fighting each other, I think this bothers me actually more than most people. I get a lot of stress and anxiety off of like combating sounds. Like if people are talking over each other, I start like I just got to get out of there. I don't know. I don't think that's normal. I do think a lot of people do feel that way though. Enough people admit it. Anyways, let's review. We were looking around. I think we were about to go. Yeah, we were about to go talk to this guy that's all locked up, and everyone thinks he did it, but of course he didn't. That would be too. Got all these notes from last time. Got some case files. Henry's escape. Evidence. I think we know. Trying to get these exclamation points out of you. I am back with my dog now, officially. In as well. Background. Because these two care about you. Okay, let's go. Wait, did I access this last time? Yeah, I did the thing and then yeah, okay. Couldn't go in the room behind me, which was see, like, so the water is a good example of just like it's really loud. It's really loud, and I don't know if you can hear me right now. Without talking out of this bridge. Enjoy the sounds of the waves. Have we had a single loading screen in this game so far? I mean, we've had like buildings where we don't really go into them, we just do like a mini game. But now that we've made that long walk, let's go ahead and make a save point. And we're gonna actually spend our blood crystal to do a fast travel point here, because I feel like, I mean, this guy being prime suspect number 1, bonus unlocked now for a free starlight skin. I feel like we're gonna be coming back here. Good one. Bridge to nowhere, starlight skin obtained. The bridge appears when the planets align. Those who walk across the bridge travel to a new reality, trapped there when the bridge disappears. Getting in the habit of turning, you know, I have multiple screens obviously, but I'm getting in the habit of, if I'm not using both of them, push the other one off, because why leave it on? That's big time energy waster. Gotta get some better habits. It's like, it's a little different. I'll talk about that in a sec. Why this is why I enjoy this game. Pardon? I'm calling you something unspeakable in my native.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Grand Marshal Akiko, 14, born in Mahide, Romania in AD 991. The sign of new. The Grand Marshal recruits, trains, and leads her marshals in any military activity the syndicate. Akiko was born an orphan. Mahide, Romania. Gods. Drafted into the army of New Night as Damned Harmony's forces pushed across Eastern. At age 13, guerrilla operations, after excelling at hand-to-hand and weapons-based combat. When the Great Betrayal happened, she fled to join. Night had given her a home, and she had no intention of. I'll brief you on the murder. A sassy lady love. Suspected murderer. We haven't been to trial yet. Everyone gets a fair shake. What? Everyone's so fucking rude in this game. I swear. I swear. Henry, I'm gonna break you free. I don't even care if you did it. I'm gonna break you free, and your demon, and I, and you are going to devour this world. Why is everyone gotta be dicks? She says something at me. Means? Shut the hell up. Henry Division has been incarcerated for a decade. Before his incarceration, he was arrested multiple times for arson, robbery, assault, and attempted celestial rituals. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm kind of confused what's going on up here. Oh, I didn't know, like, new evidence. I thought this was just a chat log. I don't think I've ever looked up here before. So we got some new evidence. Okay, so this is probably what appears in my journal, but I can read here, which we shall do. Subject, Henry Division, citizen. H. Division was arrested during a redacted ritual to communicate with the god redacted. Ritual was not completed. Minimum jail time to be served. He had been under watch by his school and served a short jail time for attempting to communicate with the gods in a failed ritual. One year later, he succeeded in communicating with the gods. Demons poured in through the psychic pathways he opened. We've met one. They're pretty chill. Henry was possessed by a demon and killed his mother in their apartment. We arrested him, but he had already tainted the island. We sealed off the area around his apartment, the concrete sarcophagus over the dead zone. Henry resisted arrest and murdered our chief exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. Kept here in the desolation cell full of inhibitors ever since. So how did he escape? I and took him to the ritual stone. The blood pools in the recesses of the stone and stops the tainted liquid from touching the island. Oh yeah, I turned down them talking. I remember that now. So that's why she's just saying weird stuff at me. That Labajiu took his chance when I opened the cell. He pushed me aside and then he was gone. This was at 23:52. Well. Sucks at their job. You have one prisoner, Grand Marshal.
Don't test me.
New appearance. This is Masahiro Heavy Industries Bleeding Edge Shikagawa Power Armor. Armor wasn't enough to stop a citizen? St. Prost. When you faced a demon in battle, you get to comment, freak. How did Henry get a murder weapon? My combat knife. She's fucking felled hard for being this little lady, little. Escaped in the struggle, grabbed my knife. I'm not reading these anymore because I'll probably have to go over them in the journal to get there. And it'll do as a refresher when we finally do that, right? Did he attack you? And ran. Where did you find him? Outside the council building at 3. Passed. He was passed out. The demon did its work and left him broken. Had the knife with him. I attempted to secure the crime scene, but was unable to. We are not able to traverse the second holy seal. Yep. And wrap this up so we can execute him and go to the next island, Love Dice. The other languages are interesting because they've been here a long time. No, I expect them to develop sort of their own language over that time. Not flip back and forth between English and other languages. Expect like Equin, which obviously wouldn't work in the game because you wouldn't know what the fuck they're talking about. But you know, my thought process is more that it's not really English they're speaking; it's a translation of. Then they throw these other languages at me, and it's just kind of like, takes me. It kind of ruins my immersion a little bit. I don't have an issue with other languages besides English. I just don't feel like it really suits the game too well, except for like if they're talking a celestial language or something like that. But again, like it's been the fucking time it's been that they've been all a part of it so long that they should have their own unique sort of. She said our orders are to investigate before we execute him. Don't drag this out. Do your work and let me do mine. Well, Akiko, it seems like you're not really doing your fucking job, does it? Here's my report about last night. Akiko's report states Henry broke free at 23:52. Oh, we already went over all that, didn't we? Dr. Doom Jazz left his medical report with me as well. Take it. Jazz examined Henry. It's already Lady Loved Eyes. When we found him, we called the doctor. It's standard practice to get him examined. Speak to Doom Jazz if you want to know more. Bye, Nenorochito. Bye. I got a cute nickname from her. Dr. Doom Jazz's medical report for Henry. Doom Jazz examined him last night after his arrest. Syndicate Health Assessment Document, Citizen version. Examination instructions state that citizens should be examined but not administer medication or care beyond what is. Patient's body is strong but fatigued. Shows clear signs of possession, scarring, burns, and arcing stitches. Blood work shows no sign of abnormalities or intoxication.
That's weird.
Patient had visible blood around the mouth. Tests show this blood matches several victims of the council murder. Further samples confirm that blood was ingested via the mouth and within the stomach of the patient, likely ingested during the attack. Patient appears free from mental illness but is suffering from amnesia, a common side effect of demonic possession. Decades since his possession, patient doesn't remember anything about the events of tonight. Collapse most likely due to extreme exhaustion from overexertion. During the patient's possession 10 years ago, arcane sigils were seared into his flesh by the possessing demon. These symbols were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. No exorcism was performed 10 years ago. Henry has been tortured by the demon contained within him. Well, why?
Sure.
During prior examinations, the patient has complained about the white-hot rage inside him. The patient's body had the correct dosage of demonic inhibitors. My final assessment is that the demon within the patient managed to overcome the inhibitors at a crucial moment. The patient escaped under the will of the demon with no memory of it having happened. Well, everything checks out. A lot of info. Okay, let's see. I was right, and we can follow that on the side. Got a lot from, yeah, see, oh, here now. We knew that. Got that. Yep. Murder weapon, victim's blood and stomach. Over this. Oop, oop. Talk to her more. But first, let's go talk to.
Sure.
This is where Henry started from, according to Akiko. Claims he broke free at 23:52 and was found at 3. Oh. I don't know how to say that. Starlight can crunch the numbers. Distance and times don't match up.
Strange.
You couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, reached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have got back to the penthouse entrance to be found in the time Akiko claims. Don't think we needed to calculate a computer to realize that. 11 minutes, he could not have done that. Fucking Akiko.
Nanny, that what the hell?
Yo. Let's go run this by her real quick.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Want something? Case. Wow. How long does this game actually take? Various stuff. Out. Oh. Talk to Henry first, actually. About that, we can talk to her about K-Hacks for sure. Know where K-Hacks is? Missing for several days. Have you searched for him? What do you think? My marshals conducted a brief search, but we are stretched thin at the end of an island. There are several thousand citizens that need rounding up and taking to the slaughter ritual. Do you have any suspicions about what happened to him? No. If he wants to disappear, then let him.
The investigator is here.
Even though a mass murder happened last night. Didn't do it. Henry did. Of course. Akiko, you're fucking muscle. How about you act like it instead of a fucking investigator like me, you fucking brain dead slug? Second Holy Seal. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? I know the Labaju in the cell got through it and killed the council. I also know you're wasting time and not executing him. Night be bright, and may you reach.
Henry Division.
Henry, I'll save you.
Who the fuck are you?
Right, alright.
Henry Division.
He has no reason to be on my side yet, don't worry. We're gonna become best friends. Citizen born to Rhino Division 27 years ago. Father unknown. Arrested multiple times by their marshals for assault, robbery, arson, and torture. In the desolation cell after killing his mother during his possession 10 years ago. Intellectual and creative, but finds it difficult to apply himself. Struggled through his schoolwork until he became aware of demonology and suddenly developed an interest in occult mathematics.
Who the fuck are you?
Sure.
An investigator. I want to ask you some questions about last night. Okay, let's have a chat, a talk, a nice sit down. Let's start with your history. Citizen born on this island 27 years ago. No, your father is. That's weird, isn't it, investigator? You syndicate fucks control this whole island, but you don't know who fucked my mom? No DNA check? No
I don't
nothing.
like this.
Been in and out of the Marshall Detention Center more times than anyone else. Fighting, robbery, arson, torture, and then finally you got locked up when you were possessed by a demon and killed your mother. Did all that before he got possessed by a demon? Same time. Him. I don't know.
I have a bad feeling
He
about
broke the
this.
law and started communicating with the gods, an act forbidden because the psychic pathways opened allow demons, other alien races, to to enter our reality and corrupt the island. I grew up without a dad on Synthetic Island in a different reality, forced to worship gods that want to rule the world. I needed something to do. Some fuck started giving me books on demonology. Said I was a gifted astral communicator or some shit. But wasn't there something with the library and Doom Jazz and someone else we haven't talked to yet? Yuri. We need to talk to Yuri because he's looking mighty sus right now. Or was already looking mighty sus and is now more sus.
What fucking ever?
Sounds like I need to look into this.
My entire life drift.
That reminds me of Joker type. Sounds like I need to look into this. I'm going to need a drink after this. I'm going to stop it. Couldn't handle communicating with cosmic beings, and a demon possessed you. Cosmic radiation poured out of you, and now we have the dead zone. A demon possessed you, and you killed your mother and Grace Bloodlines, our chief exorcist. Whatever you fucking say. Victim. I understand this is hard. And this isn't just me saying this. This is sort of role-playing the Lady Love Dies. She got tricked by a demon as well, so she would have sympathy for him, right? Victim of possession.
Shocked.
The fuck do you understand? I don't even know you. What do you know about demons? I used to be the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. My investigations touched on gods and demons. Used to be? I let a god get into my head. He almost wiped the islands out. I was exiled. Poetic. 2 lawbreakers. What could go
Whatever
wrong?
you fucking say.
Are we going to fucking get down to some actual questioning or what? Before that, tell me about the demon inside of you.
Thing.
I've had 10 fucking years of this fucking thing riding around inside me. Glass shards in my bones. Blood boiling. Flesh on fire. It's been a real fucking party. How does the demon make you act? My body used to be real pretty. A little amped up for my dog. He's like, I'm gonna go. I might cool it down a little bit. Now look at me. I'm a gray husk covered in this demonic shit. These sigils constantly cook my flesh. 10 years of the stench of my own flesh being seared. I'd say it's had a pretty fucking negative impact on my outlook and my fucking behavior. You got any fucking questions or what? Just like saying fucking. Second Holy Seal. Henry, did you go through the second Holy Seal? The
Got
what?
it.
You go to a plateau on a barely known planet in space to get to the council.
I'm shocked. Stunned.
Can you even hear yourself? What the fuck does any of that mean? No memory. You're beginning to get it. Can you remember anything before you escaped? Agitation, screams inside me. They woke me up for the first time in years. Screams? There was a burst of them. My whole body felt like it was on fire. I wanted to burst out of this
Investigator is
world.
here.
Any idea what caused this?
Fucking ever.
It's your fucking job to find out. Via asking you, yes, that's how this works. It's gonna say he has no memory.
Fucking kidding me?
I think we need to read all this. It's gonna say I don't remember. Let's ask him his suspicions. What's your motive for killing the council? Is that a joke, investigator?
Not a
You syndicate
thing.
fucks drag us citizens from the real world onto your shithole island and treat us like cattle. We worship your gods while you leech our psychic energy. I hate you. I hate the syndicate. I hate your council. That's my motive. I don't know about anyone else, especially all you syndicate fucks. What about the demon inside of you? I can feel it on the edge of my consciousness all the time. Shadows on the periphery of my
Don't
vision.
like this.
Did it make you kill? This demon is pure rage. White hot scalding rage. Rage has burned my mind for a decade. The demon wants to see this island scorched into nothing. I'd do anything to placate him. He's just gonna say, I don't fucking know anything about K-hacks. Let's just get that over that. There we go. Alibi.
My mind is like a desert covered in fog.
King. New Night. New Night, the warrior goddess. My mind is like a desert covered in a fog. I can see things coming out of the fog, and sometimes I can walk towards them and latch on. My memory about last night is different. There's nothing there. There's no fog, no desert, just an expanse. Except I can see New Night. Did someone say New Night to you last night? Who's new? No, I don't know. Maybe. I think I saw the goddess. You saw a goddess. Was this before or after you were found by the marshals?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know. This island has lots of statues of the gods. I need to find the statue of New Night. She's the goddess of warriors. The barracks may be a good place to start. Okay, she's a goddess. Good. We'll just run through this, I guess. Tell me about how you ended up like this. What's the tell?
Say.
Bored kid finds his calling, gets punished. That calling being illegally communicating with the gods and causing a demonic invasion. I'll need a hobby, and now I'm here. Sorry I'm going fast through this, but he's not going to give us much information, right? That's going to be useful to us. So I don't feel like there's much point in... We know he didn't do it, or if he did. But he just doesn't remember, so like, what's he going to tell us? Did you kill the marshals? Yes. No, I don't know. If you say so. Did you see the architect last night? Who? See the doctor last night. How should I know? Okay. Deal with him? Let's talk, Henry. I need to know more about you. Tell me about your childhood. Oh, you know, the usual. Enslaved, forced to worship nightmare gods.
I'm shocked.
That kind of thing.
Stunned.
Why do you people sleep at night? You abduct us from the real world and use us as cattle. Yeah, like, I'm sure they've said it before, but, you know, and like I've mentioned before, in this, I'm not going to pick up every detail. This world is so weird, right? So they're going to have to repeat it a couple times for to understand how it works, right? So I thought maybe they volunteered, or, you know, is sort of like a good thing from their perspective for that to happen to them, which seems weird, but, you know, to me made sense in the setting, right? But yeah, so they actually abduct them. For some reason, they live on the island for a bit. All of them. So like, there's no gray area on the morality, seemingly, right? Like, but there's got to be more to it than that. There's just got to be, like, way too simple and black and white. Evil. The protagonist who's okay with that from a, you know, I don't, but that's one of the things, like, it annoys me, but at the same time it makes me want about the world. So I think that's I'm not complaining. Thinking out loud as you do. Often speaking into a microphone for some reason. Market. I want to see what she says on this, but I don't think it suits her character, right? This whole thing is messed up.
The investigator is here.
24 islands and we're no closer to our goal. All we've done is churn through citizens and lose each other to murder and demonic invasions. So maybe they say that it makes sense because they're trying to build the perfect island, and then, you know, when they do have the perfect island, it's done. They don't have to do that anymore. First island, all right, fine. We have to do this to get the first island. Makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's still evil, by the way. I'm not saying, but your perspective, I can kind of at least understand that. And the second one is like, all right, we fucked this up, but next time we're gonna get it right. Oh, now third one, sure. Fourth one, now you're getting a little, yeah. Fifth one, fuck you. I mean, already fuck you before that, but also like that's pure black and white. Like I was saying, there's no gray area after that. He was there at least for like up to 12 or something. I don't remember when she got put in prison, but she was there for a while. So why are you here? The cycle will continue one way or another. I'm trying to make it the best I can. Now that sort of logic infuriates me. Not me, it's gonna be someone else, or I'm not, you know, I'm just a cog in the machine, and someone will just get a new cog if I leave, so I might as well just be the cog. That fucking reasoning, man. It fucking worst. Whatever. Not just the worst, but it's the worst because of how prevalent it is in human thinking. Talk about anything else? Just double check that. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to her before we forget. Maybe we won't do all of it just yet. Maybe. I wanted to ask her about I wanted to actually get the time question out of the way, though, is the thing. You can ask her about Carmelina as well. Did you see the architect last night?
Put your head on a spike.
Fucking people, man. You should ask her, is what she said. Some of these answers are just like nothing, so I skip by them, but then I'm like, you're actually listening to this for some reason. Maybe you're not looking at the screen, so escape. How did Henry manage to escape? Port, prison, bars. How did the bars of the bridge get broken? Henry broke through them. Did he?
That's it.
Starlight's analysis of the residue on the bars says that it was explosives. Starlight is wrong. Your little machine is trying to analyze something demonic and doing the best it can. How did Henry escape if he was sedated? The Labajou played us. The inhibitors needed to be stronger. The report says they were the correct
You need
dosage.
to back off.
What if the demon tricked us, though? If the demon could slow Henry's body down, the dosage of inhibitors needed would be lower. The demon maintains this act, and then when the time comes, he drops the pretense and makes his move. See, there, you're actually, like, helping me out here, Akiko, and proving your point. Is that likely? As likely as anything. Why were you on your own when Henry escaped? It was just one Pula prisoner that was supposed to be sedated. Why not take a squad of marshals, just to be sure? I will admit hubris. My marshals do not come to the next island with us. They engaged in their final prayers. I wanted them to have one last moment of happiness before being wiped out. Soldiers aren't supposed to know happiness when duty has to be done. Right, Lady Love Dies, chill out. I guess we'll go through these, why not? Nothing in your report about Henry seeing New Night during his escape. Babbling of a Labajou possessed by a demon. There's only one statue of New Night on the island, correct? Why does it matter? Where is it? Why do you care? Just answer the question. I'm a fucking investigator, that's why I care. The statue is in the barracks. The goddess only gives her attention to soldiers. So how could Henry have seen it last night? He couldn't have. The barracks are secure. He's spouting gibberish to confuse.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I'm just going to ask Akiko, did you take him through the barracks last night?
Die?
Are you out of your mind? You think I helped him escape? Nonsense. Goodbye. Yes. Did you see the doctor last night? I told you he came to examine Henry after we found the Labajou. Please stop saying that word. I don't like the way it sounds in my mouth.
Sure.
That was after the murder. Did you see him before? No. I was busy. Did you know about a back door in Doom Jazz's clinic? That Pula, he brought the power grid down a few years ago. When it came back online, that computer blew out. He was ordered to get the door fixed, but he never did. How did he bring down the power? The reality folding drive kicks out an unfathomable amount of power, but the grid is fragile. A fine balance is maintained. The doctor tapped into the HQ's grid for some test he was doing that needed extra juice. There are official channels to go through to get extra power, but he doesn't care. When he gets excited about something, the syndicate moves too slowly for him. When he fired up his equipment, the HQ's grid went down. When it came back up, a number of systems blew out. It caused chaos. Why wasn't he forced to get the computer fixed? He has a lot of visitors and likes the secrecy. That Pula wasn't in any rush. He smooth-talked his way out of it. Your alibi. Tell me about your movements last night. I need your alibi. Have you read my report? Were you listening to what I told you? So, from what I recall, all she told us was he, whapped her. Was she just knocked out the entire time, or what did she do after that? That's what I'm not sure about. It doesn't include what you did between Henry escaping and being found. I called witness when it happened. At 2352? Yes, at 2352. Then I ordered my marshals to secure other syndicate members. What about the council? My best marshals were guarding them. They reported in all clear. But then they were killed. Do you want to die? Is this a joke to you? Do you want to die by my hand? What did you do next? I went to the barracks to organize the search for Henry. I fucking found its way into here. I'll have to end soon. Quietest thing. I went back to the barracks to organize the search for Henry. I found where he had torn the prison bars apart to escape. The lava juke could have been... Get the fuck out of here, robot. The Holy Seal marshals stopped responding. That's when we found Henry outside the council building. What time was this? 003. That's precise. Being precise is my job. Clearly not. Can anyone corroborate this? Word of the Grand Marshal isn't good enough for you, Nino Rosito?
The truth remains obscured.
An investigator can't go off your word. Oista. Witness will confirm the phone call. My marshals will confirm the rest. I mean, just because he called him doesn't mean anything. Thank you for cooperation. Can I see your phone records? My records are classified. You're refusing to give evidence. Classified Nino. Classified Nino Rosito, I get it. I'm investigating who killed all of our leaders. I think you declassify stuff. At that point, Miss Dickweasel. Possession, I don't think there's going to be... Skip a little bit. I want to kill him. I want to kill him. He's a criminal. I want to kill him. It's basically... Doubt Henry. Do you really believe Henry did this? Every bit of security breached by a citizen. Not a normal citizen. He's possessed by a demon. Of course I believed he did it. He broke free when I was there, and we found him outside of the council building. You don't have any doubts. Are you stupid? Can you think of anyone that has motive for the crime? It's gonna be the fucking Henry. Don't waste my time. He's a dick. He's a criminal. Kill him. Everyone sucks. I hate it. Who killed the Holy Seal marshals? Why wasn't the maintenance grate checked before the council entered the building? It was, several days ago. It's since been tampered with, and your marshals didn't catch it. It's a security breach on your watch. I'll look into it. A little late now. I took a blood sample from the dead marshals. They don't match marshal records. What rahat is this now?
Like this.
I think those dead marshals' bodies are marshals. That is total rahat, investigator. I know what that word means.
What the hell?
It's not Akiko. Something is wrong here. What the hell is going on? You're the thing that's wrong here. Swaggering around out of exile, making fantasy out of truth. I'm saying Starlight got it wrong. Your little pocket calculator is wrong. Starlight connects to the Central Syndicate. It's wrong. Infuriating. Do you think the knife used to kill the first Holy... I'm not saying it's bad writing either. I completely believe this character would exist in this world. Do you think the knife used to kill the first Holy Seal marshals was the one taken by Henry? Yes, of course it was. Henry did it. It's a smooth-bladed combat knife. Perfect blade. We found the jagged blade. Yes. It hadn't been used before now. My old knife became damaged during a training exercise recently. The jagged knife. What can you tell me about the guards at the First Holy Seal? Soldiers of honor. My two most trusted soldiers. How did Henry get the jump on two highly ranked marshals? Because he's a criminal, a demon, blah blah blah. Don't get pissy, unknown. Demons come all from all corners. Why haven't the bodies of the marshals been cleared away? Judge ordered me to leave them for you to investigate. I protested. They deserve better than to be poked at by someone playing detective. Can I see your sword? There had better be a stunning reason why you're asking. Because it's the fucking murder weapon, you fucking... I'm checking a lead about the weapon used to murder the marshals.
You're out of your mind.
Not disgrace your memory, Akiko. Here. This sword has been seen some use. The blade is nicked. A nicked blade is consistent with the neck wounds on the marshals. Thank you, Akiko. You fucking slug for brains. Have you got a motive, Akiko? Investigator, este bueno, bune? Is this Portuguese? Because it's like really close to Spanish, but obviously not Spanish. And anything that's really close to Spanish and obviously not Spanish, I think is Portuguese, because I don't know. Sorry if I'm wrong. I don't have a motive, Nenoricito. I'm a soldier. Soldiers have honor and live to serve.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
I'll assume that's a no, then. Alright. We are not hanging out with this fucking loser. Alright, everybody. Let's go save real quick. I think we got a lot of good information here. We just talked, but that's what this game's gonna be, you know? It's not always, you know, I've done some platforming. Fuck is that? The fuck is that? They're like a squid monster? Oh no, it's just the thing that's like rotating, isn't it? Okay, we will save. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Game saved.